We are now back from Vietnam. So, kakadating lang natin here in the Philippines. Nandito na tayo ulit sa ating usual spot kung saan tayo nagla-live and bago bumalik sa normal yung ating buhay, bago bumalik sa trabaho bukas because it's going to be what feels like Monday for me bukas. I will share with you kung ano yung basic Vietnam trip natin. So, it's going to be about Vietnam trip na tips and tricks kung balak nyo rin pumunta. This is a new guidelines na kanilang pag-travel. Kasi yung Vietnam, closed din sila for the whole pandemic. They only opened, I think, around a month ago. And they are now very open. In fact, this coming May, doon i-hold yung ASEAN, SEA Games, Southeast Asian Games for 2021. Kasi nga parang walang ASEAN ata last year. So 2021 na SEA Games, doon i-hold this coming May 12 to 24 ba yun, if I remember it right. So, pumunta tayo ng Vietnam. We've been there for almost 2 weeks and ano yung prepare natin. So, for those of you na gusto, yung pinaka-basic lang ng prepare ko is the ticket. So, yung una ipapakita, of course, your plane ticket papunta. And then, if you are staying for less than 21 days, hindi kailangan ng visa. Visa-free for Filipinos. So, walang kailangan visa. But this time, para sigurado, kumuha actually ako because this is just online. $35. But when I arrived, sabi nila, hindi pala kailangan. So, this is just a waste. So, pero if kailangan nyo magstay doon for more than 21 days, then you might need visa. So, electronic visa, meron lang sa kanilang website. And then, meron din kailangang RT-PCR. So, RT-PCR result. I think now, antigen test is now accepted. So, this one within 72 hours bago magbiyahe. And then, you can also get insurance. So, eto, online lang. Meron lang yung friend ko na agent din. Sa kanya lang yung number para meron din silang commission. So, this is actually good enough. Kailangan ng 50,000 USD worth of insurance for the whole travel. Yung insurance nasa mga 1,000 yan, 1,397. So, 1,400 pesos lang. Yung insurance good for 2 weeks. Insurance. And then, kapag meron ka ng RT-PCR, meron din silang medical declaration form. Sa Vietnam din to. So, you just need to fill up and ipiprint mo lang. And then pagdating mo doon, pagdating sa Vietnam, sa immigration nila, hindi na nila i-check yung vaccination card, yung whatever. Eto na lang i-check nila. Yung QR code lang. So QR code only, okay na. Enough na sa kanila. And for booking, gumawa lang kami ng temporary booking. So yung booking for the whole trip, April 13 to 25. So yun yung whole trip ko. Although this one, hindi ko talaga ginamit. Kasi marami yung spot na pinuntahan ko doon. But this one, just to reserve, para maipakita ka na meron kang isang address lang man na masastayhan doon. So this one, book lang and make sure na kapag nagbo-book kayo, it's the one na free cancellation. And, of course, yung ticket nyo pa uwi. So kapag meron na kayong ticket pa uwi, from papunta at pa uwi, you are already going to be accepted in Vietnam. So, nung pumunta ako ng Vietnam, marami akong baon ng mga low-carb foods. Meron akong gourmet tuyo, meron akong chicharon, merong nuts. Ano pa ba? Ano pa bang baon ko? Mostly yun, mga low-carb nuts. And also books. Marami akong dilang books for reading. However, and marami na akong dinalang damit. However, I realized na sobra-sobra yung dinala ko. First is, when it comes to food, hindi tayo kailangan mag-ready ng maraming food. Because low-carb food is just everywhere. As long as alam mo kung ano yung dapat, kung ano yung bawal, kung ano yung dapat i-avoid, it's very easy to travel even in a foreign land. Kahit sa lugar na hindi tayo sanay, marami lang talagang low-carb foods. We still have a lot of videos. Ipapakita ko sa inyo. I will share with you how to eat low carb. Of course, sa mga nakasubaybay sa ating stories, sa ating mga My Day, nandun yon. But we have more videos to come. And meron din akong pinuntahang food trip. It's a food tour na merong mga high carb foods. So, tuturuan ko kayo how to budget your carb in a day. Hindi yung paano mag-budget sa biyahe. Iba yon. It's another travel video that you might want to see. Pero what we will have is how to budget your carbohydrates in a day while traveling, na ma-experience nyo rin yung local foods while at the same time, hindi kayo mag-over sa ating 20 to 50 grams allowance of carbs per day. Because when it comes to low carb, as much as possible, hindi tayo magpapasobra sa ating carbohydrates because we don't want to spike our blood sugar and we don't want to spike our insulin. So yung nangyari, pag uwi ko na, marami akong dala and hindi na ako makaka-add sa aking baggage. So instead, iniwan ko yung mga ibang dala ko. So more than half ng low carb foods na dala ko pa rin sana. But iniwan ko ito sa nakita kong friend doon, yung tour guide ko during my last day in Ho Chi Minh, sa kanya ko iniwan. So tinanong ko kung kumakain siya ng chicharon, ng baboy, kumakain siya ng nuts and seeds. So kumakain naman siya and other na mga pasalubong supposedly na iniwan ko na lang because it's not worth it then. So iniwan ko na sa kanya together with some of the clothes and also ano pa bang iniwan ko sa kanya? Yung mga ibang gamit. But the books na hindi ko nabasa, dinala ko pa rin. Hindi ko kayang iwan yung books eh. So with the books, I learned na one book is already enough. Hindi kailangan ng maraming books. Kasi nga yung isang book na na-open ko, nakalagpas naman ako ng kalahati, pero hindi talaga naubos. So, kulang pa. So, nandito pa lang ako. Yan. Nasa halfway pa lang. So, and when it comes to food intake, traveling, you can maximize yung fasting kung walang either breakfast or dinner. So, usually doon, hindi ako magasto sa food because yung mga hotels, free breakfast naman. And kumukuha ako ng 2 or 3 eggs every after breakfast kasi I don't know the schedule for the day. So most of the time, yung 3 itlog na yun yung dinner ko. Kasama ng chicharon, kasama ng gourmet tuyo, kasama ng mga nuts na mga maliliit lang. And then yun na yung dinner ko. And when it comes to pauwi naman, ano yung kailangan natin sa pag-uwi? I think for those na merong vaccination card, it's better to upgrade it sa WHO na vaccination card. Ating WHO vaccination card, yung yellow card, kailangan yun because that is something na recognized internationally. So, mas madali siya. So, eto yung aking normal na pinakitang itinerary, but sa totoo lang, marami pa akong other itinerary. So, marami akong in-between within Vietnam na mga trips like this one, Hanoi to Ho Chi Minh, and the other resorts sa ibang araw na nandun ako. And then, yung ibang trips, Ho Chi Minh to Phu Quoc, and then Phu Quoc back to Ho Chi Minh, yung mga ganon. So, you just have this in handy. And eto yung WHO vaccination card na kailangan. So, you can get this online. BOQ, Bureau of Quarantine sa Pilipinas. And then, i-input mo lang kung ano yung nalaman ng inyong vaccination card. Like, kumuha muna ako ng vaccination certificate sa local namin, local city. And then, input. And then, magkakaroon lang kayo ng appointment going to BOQ para makuha nyo ito. So, meron siyang dry seal, meron siyang QR code. At yan, may naka-dry seal yan dyan. Para meron kayong vaccination card because kailangan nyo ito pagbalik nyo sa Pilipinas din because this is the requirement. What's good lang, I think April 12, yung Philippines, hindi na kailangan RT-PCR. Okay lang kahit antigen na lang and within 24 hours. So, I realized also, sobrang mahal ng ating RT-PCR. For all the places I've been, Pilipinas yung pinakamahal. Nung sa Dubai, yung kanilang RT-PCR, to think that was till November, libre lang pagdating and pag-alis is just 750 pesos. Sa Vietnam, yung RT-PCR nila nasa 500, maybe around 1,000. Pero yung kanilang rapid test na makukuha mo after 30 minutes, it's just 300 pesos. So, 150 dong. So, maliit lang. So, kailangan mo lang ng pag-uwi dito is your vaccination card, your RT-PCR result, your boarding pass, at saka ano yung isa? Yung One Health Pass. So, merong One Health Pass ngayon yung Pilipinas. Meron sila for travelers. So, might as well. Marami if you fill up, but it's all going to just be very easy. Kailangan nyo lang nandyan yung record nyo ng picture ng inyong vaccination card and picture ng inyong RT-PCR result para ma-approve kayo. So, this is the One Health Pass. One Health Pass na QR code. Yan. One Health Pass. So, yan. So, yan yung importante if ever you would consider going abroad. So, now, yung first trip natin for 2022 is Vietnam. And Vietnam is surprisingly very accommodating. Ho Chi Minh, yung gusto ko sa Ho Chi Minh, they are not vegetarian at all. It is even known as the land of pho and pork rolls. Imagine, pork rolls. So, marami silang pagkain doon. So, I will upload the videos ng aming food tour in Ho Chi Minh. And marami, lahat ng pagkain doon, maraming embedded with pork. At yung mga matatabang pork, pinapanipis nila and they roll it in vegetables. Kahit kumakain sila ng rice or noodles, but they don't eat it all together. Unlike Filipinos, may noodles, may pansit, may kanin, may tinapay pa, may spaghetti pa. But doon, if you already have noodles, alam na nila, hindi mo na kailangan ng rice or wala na kailangan bread. Kung kakain sila ng banh mi, yun lang. Hindi na sila kakain pa ng noodles. But they have others na hindi rin ganun ka-common sa atin. Like for us, for example, kapag nag-o-offer tayo either coffee or tea, but for them, coffee and tea come together. They go together. So usually, yung tea nila, cold tea, free siya sa mga restaurants. Even in coffee shop, free yung kanilang cold tea. Parang tubig nila yon. And everywhere, there's cold tea being offered. Kasi mainit to eh. So usually, binibigay nila for free. And yung coffee naman, they consume it. Coffee and tea together. Di ba tayo, pumipili lang tayo. Either or lang sa kanila. But doon, it's okay. So far, the Vietnam trip is something that was very happy and also surprisingly na maganda. Kasi kung sa akin lang, hindi naman ako nagbasa. Nag-research talaga unlike others before going to a place. I like to surprise myself. I would just like to cross the bridge when I get there. As long as meron ka lang mga general na idea. And since pareho tayong Southeast Asian, hindi naman masyadong magkalayo yung culture natin. But generally, Vietnam is better than I expected. So yun yung isa sa maganda because there was no expectation. So there's also no disappointment. And it's all just good memory. And for more low carb videos, we've made a low carb travel video playlist in YouTube para makita ninyo ng iba't iba pa. We still have more videos to go and I hope you will also enjoy our little Vietnam trip. And if ever you decide to go traveling yourself, share them in our community para yung iba maka-learn din. And I think traveling is really good. It makes you get to know yourself more and you discover more sa sarili mo, and also it will enrich you as a person as you become aware sa pinagdaanan din ng iba. There are parts there, especially yung mga war stories nila, sobrang nakakalungkot, nakakaiyak talaga, and maa-amaze ka. And you'll be very, very proud of Vietnamese, like Filipinos also, na for the longest time, they've also been conquered. Marami din nag-dominate sa kanila like Filipinos, and still they were able to retain yung kanilang mga core values and their culture and their tradition that are all very nice. So, yun lang muna. Medyo antok pa ako because early yung flight kaninang morning. Hindi naman siya actually early, pero para sa akin early na yun. So, still early for me, and tomorrow, balik work na tayo, and don't worry, we will still be here with you to talk more about low carb nutrition and fasting lifestyle for healing. So maraming salamat everybody. I'll see you again next time. So remember to always stay low carb so that we all stay safe. Bye.